In today's audio summary of Just Do It, the Nike spirit in the corporate world, we will understand how one of the biggest sports brand ever changed the game. Written by Donald R. Katz, himself a famous innovator and the founder of Audible, Just Do It helps us understand what made Nike stand out and how it inspired other brands. The audiobook is an important lesson in history for any sport or marketing fan. The complete audiobook gives us a detailed look at how Nike grew so successful by building a strong brand and a culture of innovation. Don Katz became close to Nike's founder Phil Knight and got an inside look at how Nike works and at the stories of its top ambassadors. Phil Knight wanted the book to show both Nike's successes and challenges honestly. This openness shows Nike's commitment to being genuine, and you can learn from their journey too. A crucial aspect of Nike's success is its strong internal and external brand image. Don Katz explains how Phil Knight developed a deep personal connection to the Nike brand and passed it on to employees and athletes. Nike has cleverly captured the spirit of sports, making people feel like they're part of the larger Nike team and creating a sense of belonging. Beyond selling products, Nike positioned itself as a symbol of inspiration through marketing and stories. The famous Just Do It slogan embodies Nike's willingness to disrupt, take risks, and push limits. By appealing to people's desires for success and self-improvement, Nike built a lasting brand identity that connects emotionally. The author gives us insights into Nike's company culture, valuing creativity, teamwork, and striving for excellence. This environment promotes innovation and empowers employees to bring their ideas to life. This culture greatly contributed to Nike's ongoing success. The audiobook also honestly discusses issues surrounding Nike related to work, the environment, and famous endorsements. By directly talking about these problems, the book presents a fair view that lets readers form their own opinions while recognizing the challenges of running a big company. Through personal stories and a lot of research, the audiobook shows how Nike's powerful messages, emotional connections with customers, and culture of innovation made it a global icon to thousands of other brands. While celebrating Nike's achievements, it also explores the difficulties that come with corporate fame, ultimately showcasing Nike's pioneering spirit and significant impact on the industry. You are listening to the summary of Just Do It, the Nike spirit in the corporate world by Don Katz, only on Audible, an Offspin production. The impact of Nike. To understand the impact of Nike, let's start by looking at its history. Nike was created in 1964 by Phil Knight and his coach Bill Bauman. Originally called Blue Ribbon Sports, the company began as a distributor for the Japanese shoemaker Onitsuka Tiger, while also developing its own line of track shoes. Bauman's innovative shoe designs and partnerships with runners laid the groundwork for the company's future success. Don Katz provides an in-depth look behind the scenes of Nike's journey, providing personal stories only found in the complete audiobook. To compete with Adidas and Puma, Nike started working closely with its Japanese partner. They opened their first store in California in 1966 and expanded to the East Coast the next year. The company then introduced its own line of footwear and changed its name to Nike, inspired by the Greek goddess of victory. The iconic Nike swoosh logo was designed by Caroline Davidson. Nike heavily promoted its products with the swoosh logo at the 1972 US Track and Field Olympic Trials, setting the stage for its marketing strategy of aligning with young, popular athletes. Nike's brand gained traction, and within 2 years its sale revenue quadrupled. The company secured endorsements with popular tennis players and expanded its visibility and popularity. Nike's marketing and growth strategies propelled it into international markets. Nike made a significant move by endorsing about 60 athletes at the Olympics, which resulted in increased international sales and revenue. Nike then struck a groundbreaking endorsement deal with basketball player Michael Jordan, propelling the company to even greater success. Nike's dominance continued as it signed top athletes from various sports, taking advantage of their popularity. By 1991, Nike became the first company to exceed $3 billion in revenue. The company's focus on research and development, along with endorsements from renowned figures, has contributed to its ongoing market dominance. Nike aims to be the most innovative and popular brand with a focus on innovation first. In the full audiobook, Don Katz provides a behind-the-scenes perspective on Nike's rise to prominence and continued market dominance. We can see Nike's innovation influencing other brands, even those older than Nike. These brands are from different sectors, but all follow principles established by the iconic apparel company. Under Armour, like Nike, strives to make athletic sportswear that helps athletes perform and feel good based on scientific principles. Under Armour shares similarities with Nike in pushing boundaries and utilizing new technologies. Adidas draws inspiration from Nike's effective marketing, despite being a market leader before Nike. Both brands partner with popular athletes and sponsor many sports events. This connection helps people feel attached to the brand when they see their favorite athletes wearing their products. Joining forces with famous athletes and celebrities also adds authenticity to the brands. Puma takes inspiration from Nike's focus on lifestyle, not just performance. Like Nike, Puma partners with renowned designers, enabling them to create stylish sports apparel for more than just athletes. This fusion of fashion and performance helps these brands reach a broader audience. Lululemon also places importance on lifestyle, similar to Nike. Both brands develop customer loyalty by making people feel like they belong to a community. Lululemon's activewear also combines fashion and functionality, much like Nike. Nike inspires performance innovations, effective marketing, and lifestyle appeal, and empowers athletes. By observing Nike's success, these brands carve out their own niches in the sports apparel industry. They maintain their unique identities while drawing inspiration from Nike. You will learn how a key factor in Nike's success lies in its ability to establish a strong internal brand image. Katz highlights Phil Knight's deep connection and strong identification with the Nike brand. This connection extends to everyone associated with Nike, including workers, sponsored athletes, and customers, who also strongly identify with the brand. Nike successfully captures the meaning of sports and expands the concept of being part of a team to being part of the Nike team. This makes people feel like they're part of something important and exciting, creating a sense of belonging and unity. In the full audiobook, Don Katz provides an exclusive look behind the curtain of Nike's operations. The audiobook dives into a historical view of Nike's growth as a brand, taking you on a journey across the globe. Along the way, Katz uncovers all of Nike's major events, whether they were controversial or accepted. Katz goes from Nike's biggest celebrity sponsorship deal with Michael Jordan in 1984 to the infamous Barcelona Olympics of 1992, to the controversial Korean manufacturing plants and the senatorial campaigns launched against them. Katz presents a unique take on Nike's rise to become the biggest apparel company in the world. The complete audiobook also discusses the controversies Nike has faced, such as criticism of its labor practices, environmental impact, and athlete endorsements. By addressing these issues directly, the book offers a balanced view of Nike. You can form your own opinion on the brand while gaining an understanding of the challenges involved in running a large global company. How Nike built stars and loyalty. Nike succeeded because of its unique way of promoting and building its brand. Unlike its competitors, Nike focused on creating a strong sense of identity and belonging for athletes. The company's founders and top executives were passionate about sports and understood the mindset and determination of athletes. This deep link with the sports community connected with athletes of all levels, making Nike a beloved brand among sports fans. Katz explains how, in contrast to Nike, rival brand Adidas was sometimes seen as more bureaucratic and traditional. While Adidas had a long history in the sports industry, it was perceived as less in touch with the changing sports culture. Nike, on the other hand, was viewed as youthful, energetic, and in tune with the needs of athletes. It is possible to trace this perception of both brands to when Nike was first founded. Adidas was initially considered the market leader between the two brands. Despite Adidas having a long respected reputation of high-quality shoes, Nike managed to overtake them as market leaders. It was not just Nike executives who were seen as fresh, but the products themselves. In the 1980s, the aerobics trend was at an all-time high and Nike took advantage. Nike also completely changed the way running shoes were perceived, targeting markets that had not been focused on. Nike's famous ad, like Bow Nose and Air Jordans, revolutionized sports marketing. These ads sparked people's imagination and helped establish Nike as an innovative and trendy brand. These ads were so successful, they are examined in marketing universities today. The Bow Nose ad featuring athlete Bo Jackson showed that Nike could create a strong personality around an athlete. The ad portrayed Bo Jackson as a master of multiple sports, showcasing his skill and talent. The catchphrase "Bow Nose" became widely popular, spreading through popular culture and establishing Nike as a brand that effectively used famous endorsements. Similarly, the Air Jordans ad featuring basketball star Michael Jordan pushed Nike to new heights. By partnering with Jordan, Nike not only gained an exceptional athlete but also tapped into his charm and influence in popular culture. The Air Jordans became more than just basketball shoes. They became a symbol of style, strength, and the aspiration to be like Mike. This ad demonstrated Nike's ability to create dreams and foster a deep sense of connection with customers. Another important realization by Phil Knight was the similarity between athletes and superheroes. This insight gave Nike a great opportunity to completely change sports marketing. Knight recognized that athletes possess amazing skills like iconic superheroes. By drawing this connection, Nike could present sports stars in a fresh way, making them appear as superheroes to customers. Knight understood the power of storytelling and images in shaping brand identity. The benefits of storytelling in advertisements are vast. Storytelling humanizes brands, helping consumers develop a personal connection to the brand. Beyond this, a story helps demonstrate your brand identity clearly. A great story can keep this unique brand identity ingrained in the mind of consumers, helping drive sales and customer loyalty for the long term. The Jordan flight commercial was vital for Nike. This innovative ad showcased Michael Jordan's incredible basketball skills, capturing his gravity-defying moves and outstanding performance. The commercial not only highlighted Jordan's unique talent but also evoked a sense of awe and inspiration in viewers. This solidified the idea that sports stars can possess a superhero-like aura. The success of these campaigns also contributed to building athletes' loyalty towards the brand. Several factors played a role in Nike's success in attracting and retaining top athletes like Michael Jordan. Firstly, Nike focused on creating innovative, high-performance products for athletes. This appealed to top athletes who sought the best sports gear to improve their performance. Nike offered profitable endorsement deals and all-around support beyond just the money. The company provided resources such as marketing, product development, and global exposure through its creative campaigns. This level of support fostered loyalty and strong relationships with endorsed athletes. Additionally, Nike's marketing expertise played a significant role in creating attractive campaigns featuring iconic athletes. This elevated the athletes' profiles and contributed to their success. Lastly, Nike cultivated enduring relationships with its athletes by valuing loyalty. The company made efforts to establish personal connections and trust with endorsed athletes. This created a sense of partnership and loyalty. It shaped strong bonds with athletes like Michael Jordan, who appreciated Nike's support and dedication. Factors like innovative products, marketing skills, endorsement deals, and long-term relationships all contributed to Nike's success in attracting and retaining top talent. Sport brand rivalries. The competition between Nike and Reebok for making sports shoes and clothes has been very strong. These two big companies have always fought hard to be the top company, to get famous athletes to support them, and to make people prefer their brand. Their rivalry has influenced the sports shoe and clothes industry in many instances. Both brands understand that having famous athletes promote their brands can help them sell more products and get more customers. This is due to the authentic charisma athletes give off. Their fight to sign deals with athletes became very well known when it came to getting Michael Jordan, a great basketball player who was famous even outside of sports. This led to an infamous event during the 1992 Olympics. Michael Jordan had worked with Nike for a long time, starting in the 1980s. This partnership helped make Nike very popular and also made Jordan an icon in culture and sports. On the other hand, in 2001, Reebok signed a deal to provide all the uniforms for the NBA. This put Nike and Reebok against each other, and Jordan felt very loyal to Nike. Katz provides personal accounts of how heated this rivalry got, on and off the basketball court. Because Jordan supported Nike and was known for being competitive, he saw players wearing Reebok shoes, even those on the USA Olympic basketball team, as rivals. The rivalry between Nike and Reebok became personal for Jordan, making the already strong competition between the two brands even fiercer. The rivalry between Nike and Reebok came to a head during the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. Reebok had signed a deal to provide clothes for all the athletes in the Olympics, giving them the only rights. However, Nike, as a strong competitor, wanted to challenge Reebok's control by using the athletes they had deals with, like Michael Jordan. During the Olympics, Nike ran a huge ad campaign featuring famous athletes like Michael Jordan. This campaign was meant to increase how much people noticed Nike and reduce how much people associated the Olympics with Reebok, even though Reebok was the official sponsor. This only created more tension between the two companies. One famous event showing this rivalry was during the medal ceremonies for the USA Dream Team, which Michael Jordan was on. The Nike athletes were not pleased with the idea of wearing Reebok clothes on the podium, citing personal freedom. This showed how loyal they were to Nike, and the rivalry between Nike and Reebok went beyond just executives of the companies. The battle between Nike and Reebok to be the leader, get athlete support, and have the biggest market share continues to shape the sports shoe and clothes industry. Criticism towards Nike. Nike faced a lot of criticism for its workshops in Korea and the decision to close factories in America. The workshops in Korea were accused of having bad working conditions, low pay, and long hours. This made labor rights advocates, workers' unions, and the public worried. Critics said that Nike was trying to save money by treating workers unfairly. This hurt Nike's reputation and made people lose trust in the brand. Closing the factories in America also caused a lot of anger among the general public. Many people saw this as a betrayal of American workers and a focus on making more money instead of helping the local economy. This decision led to job losses and affected the lives of many people and communities that relied on these factories. The criticism against Nike got worse, and people demanded more honesty and responsibility. Groups that fought for workers' rights asked for better treatment, fair pay, improved working conditions, and more oversight of Nike's supply chain. Reporters and investigations showed more cases of workers being treated badly, which made Nike's reputation even worse. Don Katz gives a look behind the scenes during this time. He explains how Nike created a lot of jobs in factories in South Korea, where they made their products. These factories gave jobs to many people and helped the South Korean economy grow. Compared to what people usually get paid in South Korea, Nike often paid its workers more, so they had a chance to earn more money and have a better life. Don Katz gives multiple examples of this occurring in the complete audiobook. Nike also created a lot of office jobs in the US. As Nike got bigger and expanded, it needed professionals in things like advertising, design, making products, logistics, and office work. This made jobs for people with different skills and helped employment in the US overall. Nike was one of many companies that closed factories in America, in fact, having only 2 factories closed down, but it got criticized more because it's such a popular brand. Nike was one of many companies that closed factories in America, and despite, in fact, having only 2 factories closed down, it got criticized much more than others did because of its popularity. Even though Nike was successful and well-liked, it also got criticized by different groups. People had issues with how they treated workers, on some of their ethics, and their impact on the environment. But Nike tried to fix these problems. Nike worked to make things better for workers in its supply chain, including the factories in South Korea. They talked with suppliers to make sure they followed fair labor rules. Nike worked with organizations that focus on responsible manufacturing, like checking working conditions and programs to help workers. For the environment, Nike promised to be more sustainable and cause less harm. They started projects to make less waste, save energy, and find more sustainable materials and ways to make their products. Nike also talked to the people who criticized them to understand their concerns and find solutions together. They joined transparency projects, published yearly reports about sustainability, and actively talked about their labor rights and responsible business practices. Conclusion. Since writing Just Do It and having it published by Adams Pub, Don Katz has become an audiobook pioneer who revolutionized how you experience stories and knowledge. He founded Audible, the company that made audiobooks accessible to anyone and everyone. Since Katz completed this book in 1994, Nike has been growing and pushing boundaries in the sports, shoes, and clothes industry. From going global to offering more types of products, Nike has made smart moves that have made it the world's biggest seller of sports shoes, clothes, and accessories. One of Nike's main strategies has been to go international. By seeing the potential of their brands in other countries, Nike opened stores and made deals worldwide. This helped Nike reach more people and sell more products around the world. Nike didn't stop at just shoes. They started making other products like clothes, accessories, and equipment. By offering a wider range of products, Nike got more customers and kept up with what people wanted. This has been an incredible success since Nike is the top apparel brand in the world. A contributor is the collaborations with other household name brands that lead to more eyes on the product. This is similar to how Nike collaborates with famous athletes. Nike also bought other brands and worked with different people to grow. By getting other brands, Nike got new ideas, designs, and customers. Working with designers, athletes, and famous people also helped Nike sell to more people and reach new markets. Many of these brand purchases show how the innovative mindset behind the brand has continued through the decades. For example, the Nike purchase of Converse shows how a brand can be revitalized through sheer creativity and dedication. Nike took a chance on a brand that had previously filed for bankruptcy, purchasing it for $315 million in 2003. The latest numbers for Converse show an annual revenue of $2.3 billion. In addition to this, Nike has been praised for pioneering marketing methods. These include marketing on platforms like Instagram, where it has constantly been praised for pushing the boundaries on innovation in marketing. Nike has also done an incredible job in marketing through mediums like television. Recent famous advertising campaigns feature women athletes and the future of the sports from a social standpoint. These campaigns, focused on social issues, offer representation to millions of people and are heralded for emotionally connecting with the audience. In recent years, Nike has shown that it cares about the environment and cares about being fair. Nike has taken steps to reduce its impact on the environment by making products in sustainable ways and treating workers fairly. Nike has kept their sustainability efforts entirely transparent. This is another example of how they nurture their brand toward eco-conscious consumers by allowing inspection of all their reports. They have pledged to reduce their carbon footprint and constantly put out reports tracking their progress in doing so. Nike's sustainability efforts increase brand loyalty from socially conscious consumers, contributing to its brand value and expanding its appeal to a broader customer base.